This is the footage authorities beg the world not to see. The footage that shows the truth about the creature everyone calls the horror pig woman. But what nobody knew until now is that she was not born a monster. She becomes one. And every time she transforms, her bones break, her skin tears, and the pain is so unbearable that she must hurt someone nearby, or her body collapses. Because for her to live, something else must bleed. And that is why this documentary is a warning. If you ever see a beautiful woman crying alone in the dark, do not get close. Do not offer help, because the transformation always begins with tears. The story starts with a report of a woman found shaking on the roadside at 2:47 a.m., barefoot, bleeding lightly, whispering for help, smelling of soil and cold metal, her hair long and messy, but her face surprisingly soft, almost angelic, the kind of face that makes people feel safe. But the officers who picked her up said something felt wrong immediately, because when they asked her name, she didn't answer at first. She just shivered violently, like something inside her was screaming, and then she whispered, "Please, don't let me change." Moments later, her bones cracked loud enough to echo through the patrol car. Her eyes rolled back. Her spine arched so sharply it snapped the seatbelt. She began tearing at her own arms as if trying to rip her skin off before something else inside her ripped it for her. Officers tried to hold her, but she shook with a strength that no human should have. And as she screamed, blood poured from her mouth even though there were no wounds there. And then it happened. Her face began shifting. Her jaw stretched downward, tearing the corners of her mouth open. Her nose flattened and widened. Her skin split around her cheeks, exposing thick, dark veins pulsing like they were alive. She was changing into the pig woman. The officers fled the car. The transformation finished in the back seat. The footage shows her stepping out, shaking violently, dripping blood from everywhere. Her arms, her back, her face, because every shift from human to pig form forces her body to rip itself apart and rebuild. And the worst part is what happens after. She looks for pain. She needs it. She must hurt someone, or the transformation becomes incomplete. And incomplete transformations make her even more dangerous. Days later, she reappeared on a supermarket camera, fully human again, wearing stolen clothes, walking slowly with her hair covering part of her face. But the most disturbing thing about her human form is the expression she wears. Sad, lost, terrified of her own body, as if she knows she will change again, and she knows someone will die because of it. She asked a cashier to help her, her voice shaking, whispering, "Don't let me be alone in the dark." But before he could answer, her pupils dilated so fast, the footage glitched. Her hands trembled. Blood dripped from her fingernails, even though they were clean seconds ago. She begged him to run. Then her spine cracked, and the transformation began again. This one was slower and far more violent. Blood leaked from her eyes. Her shoulder blades pushed outward like something was trying to claw its way out of her skin. Her ribs popped through her shirt one by one. She fell to the floor, twisting and screaming as her jaw snapped open wider than any human mouth should. And the moment she turned fully pig woman, the lights went out. When they came back, the cashier was gone. Only scratches on the walls and blood trails remained. Investigators finally realized the truth. She does not hunt people. She destroys whoever is closest to stop the pain of her transformation. Her body needs suffering like oxygen. The only time she stops killing is when she returns to human form, collapsing from exhaustion, shaking in a pool of her own blood, crying like she doesn't even remember what she did. The scariest footage came from the night they tried to trap her. They found her lying in a forest clearing, normal human again, covered in dried blood, whispering, "Please don't let it happen again." But the moment the team circled her, her breathing changed. Her chest moved too fast, her neck twisted, her veins bulged. She begged them to get away. They didn't listen. Her body snapped backwards so violently her spine bent like a branch. Her fingernails fell off. New, longer claws burst through her fingers. She screamed a sound that wasn't human or animal, but something stuck between both. And when she rose this time, she wasn't just the pig woman, she was starving. The blood from her transformation covered every part of her body like she had crawled out of a slaughterhouse. And she smiled. A slow, horrible smile. She wiped blood from her mouth and whispered, "I am finally awake." After that, the camera goes silent. No final shots, no survivors, only one motion alert triggered minutes later. Trees shaking violently, then absolute silence. People say she still wanders the forests, switching between forms, looking innocent when she is human and horrifying when she becomes the pig woman, and every transformation leaves her drenched in blood, broken, screaming, desperate for someone nearby to hurt so she can stop the pain. And the most disturbing part? She does not choose when she changes. It happens anytime she feels fear, sadness, loneliness, or pain. So if you ever meet a woman crying alone at night, whispering, "Please don't leave me," pray it is not her, because the moment she feels afraid, you will hear her bones snapping, and then you will smell the blood.